Louisville basketball just earned an 8 seed in the South region of the 2025 NCAA tournament coming out of the South region. Let's talk about it. Now, Louisville basketball fans were extremely frustrated to see that they earned an 8 seed and will potentially face #1 overall seed Auburn in just the second round of the tournament. BracketMatrix.com is a valuable resource that provides historical accuracy of different bracketologists around the world. Bracket Matrix projected Louisville almost unanimously across the board as a 5 or a 6 seed, even in some instances projecting Louisville twice as likely to land a 4 seed than landing an 8 seed. So what happened? Louisville won 22 out of its last 24 games. They were 18-2 in the ACC. They led #1 Duke at halftime in the ACC championship game. What is it about Louisville that the committee looked at them and thought that they were an 8 seed? When asked about this, committee members came back and said essentially that Louisville had an advantage because they were playing in the Lexington regional and that Louisville will have more of a home crowd against #1 overall seed Auburn. I think the reality of the situation is that the committee is a bunch of flawed human beings trying to make the best decisions that they can, but the reality of the situation is that they have implicit bias. Louisville landed an 8 seed while a team like Clemson landed a 5 seed, even though Louisville defeated Clemson twice. From a Louisville fan's perspective, I think the thing that we are missing out on is the fact that Auburn does have to play Louisville or Creighton in Lexington as the #1 overall seed, which is just an absolute travesty. Overall, though, the #1 takeaway out of all of this is that the NCAA's own metrics, the net rankings, they don't matter at all. The net rankings don't align at all with what the final seeding looks like, and it doesn't even appear that the committee really took those into play. They just kind of decided who should go where and what would draw the most eyes to televisions. If we start looking at it from that perspective, the fact that this is a made-for-TV event, that it makes a lot more sense for Louisville to be an 8 seed in the Lexington region and drawing 20,000 plus people in red to Lexington, then I think that we start to gain a better understanding. We just wish that the NCAA would have a little bit more transparency and honesty about the situation. Either way, Louisville kicks off the NCAA tournament. First game, Louisville versus Creighton, 12:15, Thursday afternoon. We're going to have all the coverage that you need right here on Fully Street Media and State of Louisville.